Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of France, what comes to your mind? Baguettes, the Eiffel Tower and fashion. Well, this gorgeous explore is often called the City of 100 Spires. This is the city of Rouen, the historic capital of Normandy and one of France's most captivating medieval cities. It is a sprawling Gothic masterpiece carved from white limestone and ancient oak, where the scent of wood smoke and salted butter hangs in the air of alleys so narrow you can touch the two different centuries at once. Once the second wealthiest power in the kingdom, rivaling Paris in both coin and maritime clout, Rouen is the jagged, beautiful heart of Normandy. This is the city that famously broke the spirit of Joan of Arc, the city that drove Claude Monet to a feverish obsession, and the city where Viking raiders finally traded their longships for dukedoms and stone spires. For those reasons alone, why wouldn't you want to visit? In this guide, we are going to show you what you can enjoy in the city, capture some hidden spots and moments that really will convince you to change your European itinerary, and visit Rouen and put it up there on your travel bucket list. What surprised me most is how lavish the centre of Rouen is. The main city square, Place de Vieux-Marche, has some of the best preserved timber frame buildings we've seen so far in France. The Place de Vieux-Marche is the true heart of medieval Rouen. It's completely surrounded by fine half-timbered houses originally built in the Middle Ages, and is the setting of the most notable event in the history of Rouen in 1431. It was here that French heroine Joan of Arc was burned at the stake, having been accused of heresy. A small garden marks the presumed spot where Joan was executed, and the monument and adjacent church completely dominates the centre of the square. The Rouen Central Market is housed in the building next to the church, and this square is a very popular place to stop for a drink or a meal outside, especially during the summer months. The modern church dedicated to Joan of Arc dominates this medieval square. It was completed by architect Louis Arech in 1979, who went on to build the iconic Pont des Arts in Paris. The church itself is so unusual, but brilliantly beautiful. Its roof is possibly interpreted in the shape of a flame, and inside you'll experience a striking wooden interior, flooded with light along one side. The stained glass from the nearby destroyed church of Saint Vincent fills the windows with biblical stories, flooding light to shine down. What is to be noted is how striking and powerful this space feels when you are there, sitting and observing. It's definitely a spot not to be missed. One of the main highlights and main landmarks in Rouen is the gorgeous Gros-Horloge, translating as Great Clock in English. It sits in the middle of one of the main walkways throughout the city. This 14th century astronomical clock was moved to its present position above an archway in 1529, and its golden face, showing a golden sun, was added at that time. It is one of the oldest astronomical clocks in Europe, predating the famous Prague astronomical clock by around 20 years. Not only the intricate clock face is totally photogenic, the true gem is to stand underneath it. You'll notice the Renaissance arch filled with the Rouen coat of arms, angels and the Lamb of God, and a sculpture of Christ depicted as a shepherd. It is so truly inspiring and so very beautiful. The bell tower houses a museum, which is a great opportunity to step inside living history and understand the clock's operational mechanics, as well as climbing to the very top for the entire city to unfold beneath a tapestry of rooftops and the winding river. The Aitre Saint-Maclou is one of the most fascinating and unusual things to see in the city. It's an unusual former cemetery, originally opened up in the mid-14th century to accommodate the remains of thousands of locals who succumbed to the Black Death or bubonic plague. The site was expanded over the following centuries to house more dead. Two-storey galleries were around a central square, serving the purpose of an ossuary, where thousands of people's bones were deposited. The bones were removed in the 18th century, but many traces of the Aitre history still remain, including the amazing wooden carvings of skulls and bones and the Dance of Death. For a more macabre point of interest, there are also the remains of a mummified cat, which are only on display in a small glass box in the wall. Perhaps one of our personal highlights and moments was visiting the Joan of Arc Museum. This immersive experience was actually spectacular and so well put together. You move throughout the museum, accompanied with an audio guide, and witness and participate in Joan of Arc's trial. The story of Joan of Arc, the French heroine and the Catholic saint, is intrinsically linked with the city itself. It was here that she was tried and burnt at the stake in 1431. The legacy of her life can be found throughout the city, from the place to Vieux-Marche, where she met her fate, to the Archbishop's Palace, in which we are in now, where both of her trials took place. It is a really engaging and an educational experience for people of all ages. You cannot visit the city without venturing inside the Cathedral Notre-Dame de Rouen. It is an impressive monumental cathedral in every sense of the word. Outside, the exterior is grand and exquisite. Its interior is highly detailed, with intricate sculptures piling on every inch of the building. This cathedral inspired Claude Monet, who painted it over 30 times, to truly capture how the light changes its appearance. And when you are here, you totally understand why. The play of light and show across the facade is mesmerising. It was built between the 12th and 16th centuries and also houses the heart of Richard the Lionheart, and remains one of the tallest church structures in France. Despite shocking damage during wars and lightning strikes, it has been since beautifully restored, a true symbol of the city's resilience. Amongst the many other churches in the city, one other to head to is Saint-Ouen Abbey, an impressive Gothic church dating from the 14th to 16th centuries, known for its massive columns and vast airy interior that feels both open and majestic. The high vaulted ceilings and generously sized naves create a striking sense of space. The church also houses one of Europe's largest pipe organs, adding a rich musical dimension to the visit. Though damaged in the past, it was carefully restored and it remains one of Rowen's most remarkable sacred landmarks. An interesting historic site worth to look up for is the Donjon de Rouen. The keep dates from the Middle Ages and was redeveloped in the 19th century. Whilst this is the last standing tower of a castle where Joan of Arc's trial took place, she was held within its walls and threatened with torture, but her actual cell was in a different tower nearby, before she was killed at the Archbishop's Palace in the centre. It is pretty cool to gaze up at now, but it is under renovation and opening up to the public in July of 2026 as a new immersive and epic journey throughout Rowen's 800 years. One place not to miss is the Museum of Fine Arts. It's a breathtaking celebration of art and history. Set in a stunning classic building, the museum is home to an impressive collection that spans centuries, featuring masterpieces from renowned artists such as Monet, Rubens, Renoir and Pissarro. Each gallery feels thoughtfully curated, drawing visitors through rich, vibrant rooms filled with both classic, modern works and impressionist works that capture the essence of the French and European art so wonderfully. The visit is completely free and the layout is open and easy to follow, allowing you to take your time and enjoy each room without feeling rushed. I think for us it was pretty amazing to actually be able to see Monet's cathedral painting just after visiting it. For anybody in Rouen, it is an absolute must visit for an unforgettable cultural experience. One important and interesting way to see Rouen in all its glory is to head to St Catherine's Hill, 140 metres above the city, which will offer you a complete view of the city and is one of the most famous panoramas in all of France. From here you can see the two banks of the Seine, the 6 bridges of the city, the island of Le Creux, and the various churches and the very impressive Cathedral of Rouen. A truly unmissable place to admire the city day and night. Just outside of the city itself, there is honestly so much to see. There are plenty of walks and small villages to get lost in, and there are also monumental castles, like Château Arcs de la Patale and Château Martainville, 2 on which we have just covered and enjoyed already. So if you are interested, have a look in the description box for those videos. You should know Rouen is a city that lives and breathes its history, from Roman conquest and Viking dukes to the canonisation of saints and its artistry of the Impressionists. With its soaring cathedrals, timbered facades, dynamic museums and the river that has borne centuries of commerce and culture. Rouen is more than just a destination, it's just a storybook brought to life. Whether you're drawn in by Joan of Arc's legacy, Monet's light-drenched landscapes, or the taste of Norman cider in a centuries-old inn, Rouen invites you to walk its streets and discover its true soul. So that's it for this week and for this video. If you've been inspired to visit Rouen, please let us know down in the comments or give us a like on the video. It helps us massively, as does hyping and subscribing to the channel. We also have ways in which you can support us and join the PIN family, so why not have a look down below in our description box. So we'll see you in the next one. Till next time.